So we are on a dead-end road in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. When our business was kind of at a pivot point, and truly financially, we were like, are we gonna be able to make this work or not? We knew we had to do something different. And so that's when we opened everything up. Sunflowers truly create a feeling and a sense of hope for people, and they're bright and they truly make you smile. And so I like to say, is it a dead end or is it a destination? Because we've created a destination for people and we've created our own destiny all in the same. My husband and I started Maple Bottom Farm about 17 years ago. We were married on a Monday on July 3rd, and when you milk cows, it doesn't matter what day of the week you get married on because they need milked every day. And at that time we weren't milking our own cows, but we did get married at my family farm and in a barn. We were kind of trendsetters before barn weddings were cool. That morning everybody did chores and we had our wedding in the field. So here at Maple Bottom Farm, we really are a family-owned business. And while people may see me and they might see the kids out and about, really it's what my husband Mike and I have done and what we have built together. Mike is here every single day on the farm. He is the guy that gets it done. And then we have two children, Lee, who is 14. He's a lot like his dad. He loves to be in the fields and on the equipment and the tractor guy. But he and then our daughter, Clara, who is 10, they are responsible every night for chores. So I'm not exactly sure how old I was when I first fell in love with cows. I would just say that I've always been in love with cows.
One morning I could hear the front door close, and I knew she had gone outside because I could see her walking through the yard in her nightgown with her barn boots on. And I said, "Where are you going?" "Daddy needs help in the barn. I'm gonna finish milking with him."
I think my mom says I did my first farm tour when I was about 4 years old. She's a teacher and she would have classrooms come to our farm, and my mom would take calves in the pickup truck to the school. So she always thought that ag education was important. Agritourism was always something that we were a little bit interested in. In 2019, my brother, who is our crops consultant, called us from the parking lot of a sunflower field and said, "You're planting sunflowers next year." And Mike and I were like, whatever, we'll plant sunflowers if you say that we should. He said, "People are gonna come, this is gonna be awesome." In the meantime, the farmhouse that's here on this farm was open, and it's a gorgeous old farmhouse. Mike called that day and I was in my car driving and he said, "What do you think about doing a bed and breakfast at the farmhouse and doing that with your mom?" And so we decided to open a bed and breakfast. And in 2020, in the first week of August, in the middle of a pandemic, we launched 3 businesses. We opened our bed and breakfast, we opened our sunflower fields, and we started to make our own cheese curds with our Golden Guernsey milk with a co-op that we had formed earlier that year. People wanted to be out and they wanted things to do, and they came in droves. And I think our first summer we had over 8,000 people visit us. So we've grown since, and it's been phenomenal. We knew that the agritourism was gonna be a big thing for us. Over 8,000 people came here and they wanted to do more. And so my mom is a retired school teacher, and we tossed around the idea of a farm camp. So in 21, we had our first farm camp, and we do 3 days. They don't stay, they just come and their families drop them off. The kids at farm camp are doing the same chores. They're gathering eggs, they're walking calves, and and we have fun too. We do games and egg toss and all that kind of thing, but we try to tie it back into agriculture. When we decided to do this, to open the farm, we wanted to make sure that everyone had a place and everyone could come here, no matter really what the age is. We love that our community comes and that our community supports us, and we give them those options to do that. It's been very good for us, and to get people here and to let them experience what we get to experience on a daily basis, they get to experience when they come here. And really nobody leaves here without learning more about their food and where it comes from, and appreciating what we do every day. And they came here because they felt that it was a safe place for people to be. they could be out and they could see the sunflowers. And sunflowers truly create a feeling and a sense of hope for people. And you know, every morning they look to the sun. They're always looking forward to that morning sun and to the next day. And I think that that's what makes them so warm and so welcoming for people, is that there always is tomorrow. And you can do everything today and just look for tomorrow, because the sun is gonna set behind you, but it's behind you, and you're always looking for what's gonna come up in the morning. And that's kind of what it's done for us, is it's just given us that new day and that new beginning. And really, from one field of sunflowers in 2020 to what we do now, it's really grown. It's why we're still here and why we can continue to do what we do.